She is mine. You have no right to touch her.
This is my perilous. Can you match this wild plan? This is my perilous. Can you match this wild plan?
The person who hurt you is under our control. You are safe here.
The one who attacked me earlier looked just like that silent teacher we saw today. He came back to life! Did you get hurt trying to protect me? I am sorry.
I administered a high-dose sedative to him. I did not engage him directly. I also notified the security to deal with it. And one more thing. Pulling little stunts on me. Do not do that again.
What a nightmare. Does Genus lose power often?
This is not a routine outage.
Why is there still no signal? It must have been cut as well.
Assistant Li Zhu.
Assistant Lai. Has an emergency occurred?
20 minutes ago, she was attacked by an unknown man. And that man was very likely a body donation volunteer.
That is impossible! They were already...
Could it be that someone used an unknown method to control the donor's body?
I will consult with security. The director is in the morgue on B1. Go brief him on the situation!
There should have been over 100 bodies here.
Mr. Dean. Mr. Ding, were you attacked by the silent teacher as well?
You were attacked by them.
One of them has already been restrained. Assistant Lai has gone to alert security. What about the bodies inside?
At first, 2 bodies suddenly went missing, so I came to check what was going on. Then they left. Luckily, I reacted fast. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here telling you this.
This belongs to an affinity, B-infected individual. You are not running secret experiments on these infected ones, are you? And the things got out of hand.
Her internship at Genius is covered by a strict confidentiality agreement.
"5 years ago, Affinity B characters were involved in berserk attack incidents for the first time. That led to the establishment of the Special Administration Bureau to place them under control. At the same time, research began on the virus within them. The conclusion was that Affinity B greatly enhances the physical potential of carriers, granting them extraordinary destructive power. And then, the government later named this group Ren. Affinity also caused a small number of Ren to develop emotional deficiency.
In other words, they cannot feel.
Or truly understand emotions like love or pain, unlike normal people. That is one way to put it. So, they're much more likely to turn antisocial compared to regular people.
Just like they said on news, they will turn crazy and become antisocial. Just look at this. Those were his own parents.
Later on, the government saw their value, using them to carry out dangerous missions, to protect ordinary people.
But Ren, once the mission is over, are prone to losing control and hurting others. When they become overly excited, their virus load will surge. Then they lose control, lashing out uncontrollably. In the end, they will burn out. Some didn't survive.
That kind of loss of control can be addressed. Under certain conditions, Affinity can suppress Affinity B.
Simply put, that means an affinity, a carrier can guide a berserk Ren back to normal. However, the two must be of opposite sexes. So later on, this group was named the Yin. They naturally attract Ren.
So how does a Ren identify an Yin among crowd?
Yin, under the virus's influence, have blood,
tears, and other body fluids with a distinctive scent. Ren have extremely keen senses. They can detect it.
So how can an Yin guide a Ren back to normal?
Through deep interaction of body fluids.
We call it forming a pact.
A common and relatively safe way to form a pact is for two people to get married, and through the marital intimacy. Now, many Ren have already returned to normal life by marrying Yin.
So, a pact is essentially marriage.
Number. It is even stronger than an ordinary marriage. This is a one-to-one bond, permanent and exclusive. After a pact is formed, the virus develops exclusivity. From that point on, this Ren can only be soothed by this Yin, and this Yin's bodily fluids no longer work on any other Ren. They recognize only each other.
However, there are far fewer Yin than Ren. That is why Genus has spent years researching inhibitors to deal with the problem of Ren losing control.
So, they developed it.
So Mr. Gu saved me just now using the inhibitor, right? Inhibitors work by lowering viral activity, forcing Ren out of an overexcited state. But it won't last. Resistance increases with repeated use.
Eventually, the inhibitor stops working. That is why we need to keep improving the inhibitors. In fact, these Ren came here today as volunteers to test a new drug. No one expected them to die after testing the new drug. Could the side effects of the new drug be something like temporary respiratory arrest? And then they were mistakenly declared dead.
Go to security. It is safer there.
Let me tell you something amusing. Those Ren may look intimidating, but every time they go through drug trials, they scream uncontrollably, like a panicked animal. Just thinking about it makes me laugh. They were like fools.
You sound so entertained. I want to hear it too. Come on, come!
Just thinking about it cracks me up. Give me a throat lozen.
I have something even funnier to tell you. Here.
Sean, your story makes me feel like having a bowl of awful porridge tonight.
Here.
Number! 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 Try not to scream like an animal.
Hi.
You are still alive!
Oh, just consider this as an innocuous joke.
But next, I am getting serious. The hunting game officially begins. I heard gunshots over here.
I saw someone running that way.
The inhibitors are all secured.
Nice! Hand them out later, so we do not lose control and hurt our own. Let me think. Next, how should we play with these little rats?
Should we leave survivors?
If we find a yin, keep them.
In the future, this place will only be full of free, happy, and united Ren and Yin.
He must have been those Ren.
Check the cameras.
They are not heading for the dorms. Are they? Hurry! Find the elevator keys! Stop them! Move! Now!
What did you do to those Ren? Why are they trying to wipe everyone out?
It really was just a standard drug trial. They even signed informed consent forms and body donation agreements.
The key!
What are you messing with behind those screens? It is useless.
Looks like some little rats are secretly watching us.